For everyone who wants to run anything meaningful in this life, you must subject yourself to the process of learning from the very people who have built businesses, the very people who have walked the journey with you, and the very people who have seen everything, the challenges, the problems, the opportunities, and everything that comes with running any industry in this life. My name is Benson Numa, your host for the evening Tea Talk. And today, our show is honored to have a guest all the way from Nairobi, Kenya at Kabu Apartments. Welcome so much, sir. How are you?
Thank you so much. Asante for the invite.
Karibu sana.
Yeah. I go by the names Kennedy Kabu, Orukongo. And I'm based here in Nairobi. I'm running Airbnb management, consultancy, and marketing. Yes.
Thank you so much, sir. Now, let's talk about Kennedy now as a farmer. Leave alone the Kabu Apartment and stuff. You've told me that you're into farming.
Yes.
Avocados. Maybe you can tell us a little bit about it. And even as you talk to us about the avocado farming, maybe you can also mention how you've been able to get into the industry and into the market.
Okay.
Being a very disruptive kind of an industry. And then number two, being an industry that most young people are trying to run away from. Yep. And we are thinking that the farm is for the older generation and for our mothers, our fathers and grandfathers.
Sure.
Talk to us. Now, how do you do this farming?
I didn't get into it long time ago.
Okay.
Because my dad is the one who has been doing it for some time. He is the chairman for Muranga avocado growers. He's doing it. They are the pioneers of avocados in Mount Kenya and mostly Muranga. So I just supported whatever he's doing because in our area we didn't have the hash avocados.
Yeah.
So for me, I told him, this side, let's do hash, and we see how it is going. So for us, we are doing hash, avocados. As for him, as he goes out now to get more information and also do a lot of trainings. He's the one who is doing a lot of training in our areas for avocados. And also, kidogo, I'm trying chickens. We are trying also large-scale chicken as a family now, back at home. It is not easy because of the government, because of the last governor we had also. He was trying to, the government was always trying to get into it a lot. And also because there are not so many people who are doing the large scale export for it. So it's like a cartel that is trying to, they regulate the prices. They say these are the prices that is going to be gotten from the farm. So it's something that my dad now and the circles, they are trying to come up with a good thing. But now, from last year and this year, the government now has been really supportive of the circles, the avocado circles. Yes.
All right. Now, you've just mentioned about cartels, the regulation and stuff that has been going on in there. Maybe now you can talk to us and talk to our viewers who are getting into agribusiness, who are thinking, how do I grow crops? How do I get into this business? Maybe talk to us about the impact of these cartels. I also understand there are these people, what do you call them? Brokers?
Brokers.
Yes, maybe talk to us how that has been impacting and contributing to people not growing avocados in your area.
Mostly I'll say when you get into any kind of business or farming, you need to do a lot of research. Do a lot of research. And just know farming is going to be the biggest thing. Whichever kind of farming you are going to do, whichever thing that you are going to do. As a young person, as an old person, you have land, you can be able to get money to go and get land somewhere. Don't hesitate to do that.
Okay.
Farming is going to be the biggest thing. And it is still a biggest thing. So many people are doing it in large scale or short scale. And for the government, I will just request that they cut off the middlemen.
Okay.
Yeah, they cut off the middlemen because there is no need. There is already a company. There is the farmer. There is the county government. Why do we need the middlemen? Why do we need the brokers? Because the brokers are the people who say the price. They are the ones. It's not the government. It's not even the farmers. The farmer does not even have a say of what the price is going to be.
Yeah, sure. I remember 2023 there. I got into the idea of exporting avocados and would go to the farm, get the avocados, pack them into the pickups and then take them to the company for export. Yep. And what you're saying, I really resonate with it. And I remember around that time I was thinking, when do these farmers ever get to pay themselves? Because we would go to the farm, maybe get the avocado, maybe gauge 16 to around 18 there. Would say we are getting it at maybe 8 shillings, 10 shillings maximum. And then we'd go there and we are selling a cotton, maybe that carton of just 20 avocados would sell it for 620 something shillings. So when you do the math, you realize that that is more than actually 200%, right? That is like times 3 of what we bought from the farmers. And I got to realize actually the people who are making a lot of money are the people who are at the middle, the people getting the avocados from the farmers, taking them to the company and selling them. Now, given that the government has been really trying to do that, not only to avocados, when it comes to coffee and tea, they're really trying to work on the middleman, milk, and setting certain standard gauge prices for these products. What would you say has been the contribution of the government doing so? And the opportunities that they are opening, like Kakuzi, I understand right now farmers are trading directly with Kakuzi, yes? Maybe you can talk to us about that, the entire process and where the opportunity is, so that anyone thinking of getting into the same, especially around Muranga, because that is an area known for avocado and macadamia as well, all right? So that they can understand, when we are getting into this thing, how do we go about it, and what is our entry, and how does this Kakuzi and the government stand as an opportunity for us?
What I've seen recently is the opening of circles for avocados. I've seen it now in Muranga. And the government is also, there is the government, and also there are those NGOs which are giving money. And I've also seen that farmers now, if you're in a circle, farmers now can get money from the government, from those NGOs. And also they are providing the machines now to even extract oil from the avocados.
Wow.
So all these, they're things that are going to help. So if you are a farmer like in Muranga and you're doing avocados, make sure that you join those circles. It's not expensive. Maybe it's 100. Join those circles, be a part of it, attend those meetings, get to know more. Because I believe that every household in Muranga, 80% they have avocados.
Definitely.
Yes. So make sure that you also now, when they are giving the free plants, go and take them.
Okay.
Go and take them and follow what the government is doing and also is giving.
All right.
At least also listen to your leaders, whatever they are teaching, so that because also the government can also help, because there are a lot of issues of money getting lost. You give your avocados to a certain broker, and that broker runs away when they are paid. When they are paid by the company, they run away. I've had so many cases of that. So the government can also help in making sure that there are no more brokers. You can go to Kakuzi Direct, take your one pickup of avocado. After selection and everything, you get paid.
Right. Now, maybe you can talk to us about this process of marketing. These circles, are they helping with the marketing? Maybe there is someone who is saying, I don't have a whole pickup of avocados, but I really want to get into the business. So do I really need to go to Kakuzi? Does Kakuzi take maybe the small amount? Or is there another market idea that you can give them that they can maybe think of venturing into?
No, the circles mostly help with there is the saving and also there is the training.
Okay.
Because now when you're in the circles, and even when you are just a normal farmer, the NGOs and there are so many NGOs, people just don't know that are helping the farmers.
Okay.
But now you find that because of those brokers, they don't even want some information to get to the farmers. You see, but through the circle now, and after training, my dad I've seen him going to all those training that are happening.
Okay.
At least now he knows how to improve the quality of the avocados that are there.
Perfect.
Because now you find that you take a whole pickup to Kakuzi and maybe only a quota is taken. The others are rejects.
Yeah.
Where do you take the rejects now? So get to, the information is there in the online. Make sure that you do all that. And also I've seen in other countries, mostly in, this is not too much in avocado, they are doing permaculture.
Okay.
Permaculture farming. I will request so many farmers to research more on that, because permaculture does not use any kind of fertilizers.
Wow.
Yeah, because now so many countries that are becoming more evolved, they are stopping the use of fertilizers.
There is a lot of health risk that
Yes,
coming
yes,
up
that
with
are coming from fertilizers, and you find that the kind of quality soil that we had when we were kids, it is not there anymore.
Yeah, unfortunately, I was looking at a report for Kenya, and I was just realizing we are, I think, at number 5, fifth last when it comes to Africa arid places. Like the land is so arid. Let not the green, small green vegetation that you see in the central deceive us. We are quite an arid country.
Yes.
So I truly agree with the fact that the soil is really changing the composition. The weather patterns are also changing. Now you've told us that the circles are helping with the knowledge, training you on how you can grow better, and giving you free seedlings.
Yes.
Now, when it comes to the market, we know of Kakuzi, you can harvest your avocados. There is a certain gauge that they want. There is how they want you to present it. Then they go there, they are cleaned, they do the selection. The reject is taken back, and then the one that has been accepted, you paid for it.
Yes.
Now, there is this farmer, as I was saying, maybe I can go back to that question, who is saying, I have like 2 bags. 2 sacks of avocado. Where do you take them? Is there a
No, you take that to the circle.
Oh, you take that.
There are people in the circle now there that will come now with a pickup to each and every household.
Oh, no,
so they
combine.
just wait. They'll combine. They just don't take one particular person. No. Before now we get to a household. I know there are households in Muranga that have a lot, but now you get that some household they only have like few.
Okay.
So what happens is the people in the circle, they are the one who comes now to each household. They'll select the avocados which are good, maybe 1 sack, 2 sack, and then they'll combine with everyone, and then now to take to the company.
Right.
After they are paid by the company, now they
distribute the money. But now the circles are trusted. They will make
yes.
All right. Now, on that, there is a farmer also saying, it's okay, now I have these 2 sacks, I've given them to the circle. There's still this small amount that is remaining on my farm that my family cannot feed on it. It's quite a lot. You know, there was this time that avocados were becoming so much. You remember in Moranga, that we even came up with a term because of giving them to the dog.
Yes.
The farmers were starting to give the avocados to the dogs because it's just a lot. There's no market for it. The brokers have really messed up the market prices. So now, for that one who is saying, I cannot export because the gauge is not allowed. When they go through the selection, they will be accepted. What are some of the local opportunities they can take advantage of? What are some, maybe kibandas, kiosks, supermarkets, retail outlets? Maybe you can also help them understand some of these opportunities available locally.
For that one, mostly I'll go to the getting the avocado oil. If there's someone who can really invest, maybe on that machine, and it is made easily accessible to all the families, avocado oil is good, and it can be a saver to so many people. Avocados, it's not good that a lot of avocados can get lost like that, because when you get oil, it now can be preserved well. I know it is being done in some parts of Gatanga, Gatondo, but if you get it to each and every household, it can be a saver.
Right, amazing. Yes, I remember there's a friend of mine, I wouldn't mention his name for the public sake, and he usually deals with Kakuzi, but he's not selling the export grade.
Right.
He only sells small avocados that can be used to extract oil. So I really understand that the opportunity is quite big if the farmer will be ready to get themselves into it, get dirty to do the work, and really keep on the commitment and the discipline to work on their farms. Right? Now, as we close, maybe you can talk to that one person, a younger person who is thinking, I would really want to get into farming, but my parents don't have a farm. I don't have a farm. What do I do? Do I now become the next broker, or do I go to these farms and talk to them? What is the strategy that you can give them to get into business? Like a good entry point, though they don't have a land, they don't have a lot of capital to start with. How do they go about that?
What do I say? This one, it all depends with the circle where you are. So if you're in Moranga, there are plenty of avocados. You can go to a place, people borrow, get your few avocados, find a market in Githurai market. You'll be sending to someone. Okay? There are people doing arrowroots. Arrowroots is becoming a big thing. Arrowroots, you don't need a lot of money to do all that.
True.
For you, if you don't have land, you can do leasing. Leasing is very cheap. Just go talk to someone. You don't pay before, you pay after, most of the places. So you just lease, you do cassava.
Okay.
There are so many things that people are not exploiting in traditional food.
Okay.
Cassavas, they are becoming big.
Okay.
In arrowroots, sweet potato. Yeah, you don't have to go for the hard ones. The things that will need a lot of profit, that will need a lot of land. No, whatever little that you get, you borrow it from friends. Go and do cassava.
Definitely.
Cassava does not need a lot of rain.
Yeah,
And at the end of the day, you'll get more and more. You get more market. Yeah, just make sure that if you have cassava, if you have arrowroots, and you start harvesting, find a place to be roasting them.
Okay.
There's always opportunity in everything. Just do research, look at the market, how it is doing, and start. For me, I'll tell any youth, start. Stop sleeping on any opportunity.
Definitely.
Start.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, sir. It has been really a great session having you here.
Thank you so much.
Myself, I've got to learn a lot
Asante.
in the field of starting a business, getting to intermarry the cultural stuff, and also about farming and some of the advantages that are there and opportunities within the circles and this cooperation that are rising.
Sure.
So thank you so much, and I'm looking forward to have you again and again and again and again.
Thank you.
And to our viewers, as Chai TV, this is our stand. We highly encourage you to get into the farm. Currently, Kenya is a net importer when it comes to agricultural products. We're importing more than we're exporting. So we want to encourage you, whether a young person, an older person, wherever you are, you can do better. You can use the technology available. You can use the opportunities available, the funds available from the government, NGOs, and the people who give you the opportunity to do so. Get into the farm, ensure that you're doing something and contributing to this country's gross domestic production when it comes to agriculture. Mr. Kabu, once again, thank you so much. I'll give you the final words, maybe 1 minute. That is your camera. Right. 1 minute final words, and then we close the show.
Asante. So thank you so much for the time. I just want to encourage each and every person there going through hard moments, they're giving up. Don't. Start. For me, I'm always a very positive person. So, and it is the reason that I've been able to reach where I am, because there's been so many challenges.
Sure.
Yeah, I didn't mention challenges, but there are so many. But because of positivity, and that is what a lot of youths, a lot of teenagers, a lot of youths, a lot of old people, they are lacking. Positive environment.
Definitely.
Yeah. Let us all create a positive environment for each and everyone. If you're feeling like giving up, get out of the house. Just go there, start. Talk to people, talk to us, talk to anyone, but be positive.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, if you are feeling like closing that business, don't. There are people to call. You can. They are charging a small money. Call them, ask them, what do I need to do? You have an Airbnb. You are feeling like, man, it has been so hard. Call us.
No, definitely.
Yes. Definitely. We are going to help you. We are going to visit your place. We are going to see what needs to be needed. You are going to be added into our groups, and we promise that you are going to get more clients.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, so thank you so much.
Right.
Asante.
Viewers, we bring you insights, data, experts, and the things that drive the productivity of our nation. See you tomorrow on our evening tea talk. As we close, this is our evening quote, that whether you believe you can or you believe you cannot, you're right. It begins with your mind, like Kennedy have just spoken and said, that give yourself that positive environment, give yourself that chance to be positive once again. So whether you believe you can or whether you believe you can't, you're true. But what we believe is that you can do it better and you can do it again. See you in the next.